In the shadow of the oak, where whispers hang in the air, she laughed under sunbeams with the wind in her hair. Her scarf of faded blue danced like a creek's gentle sigh on that old wooden porch where we watched the world go by. Her goodbye closed her eyes in the land of waning light. Every sunset since then is a reminder of that night. The dust settles slowly where her laughter used to rise. Now every trail just echoes her goodbye. The cabin's empty, the door squeaks a mournful tune. Gravel roads lie untouched by the hooves beneath the moon. Where wildflowers nodded, only the lonely thistles thrive. Since the stars watched her close her eyes to our twilight. Her goodbye closed her eyes in the land of waning light. Every sunset since then is a reminder of that night. The dust settles slowly where her laughter used to rise. Now every trail just echoes her goodbye. I've ridden past the rivers, through the valleys deep and wide, found the plains are just as empty as a feeling deep inside. No saddle, no companion, just the horizon's endless cries. The world keeps turning, but I'm frozen in time. Her goodbye closed her eyes, and mine have never dried. Every sunset's just a picture where our past and pain collide. The dust settles slowly where her laughter used to rise. Forever on these trails I chase her goodbye. In the shadow of a weathered oak where the creek bends low and wide, I drop my hat, a piece of her, beneath that endless sky. It danced with dust on gravel roads where our laughter used to lay. Now just a whispers with the tumbleweeds in the valley of decay. And that old hat walked away like summer rain through thirsty ground, left me standing heart in hand in this ghost of a prairie town. The sunset bleeds the same old red, but colder blows the wind. Since that hat walked away with her, won't see her smile again. The porch still groans under my boots like it did when she was near, echoing around this empty room the songs we can't hear. Her scarf still hangs upon the door, but the scent's been washed by time, just like the trails we rode together, now lost to pines and rime. That old hat walked away with dreams woven into its brim, left me with these aching hands and eyes that grow dim. Nights stretch longer down these roads where once we rode so free. Since that hat walked away with her, took all my dreams with me. Underneath that vast old sky where stars watching low, I reckon hearts are made to break and broken hearts to grow. But mine's just wandering, lost and cold, a shadow man on a moonlit ridge, walking a path of memories alone beneath the bridge. Yes, that had walked away, like her steps fading in the hall, each echo a reminder of a past I can't recall. So I'll saddle up and ride away beneath these aching skies, while that hat keeps walking away with her under these lonesome cries. The wind picks up the dust it swirls, the sunset paints it all, a scene of silent solitude where memories and sorrow sprawl. Yet in this heart she rides still, across lands both wild and free, that had walked away with my love, left the rest to me.
Sky was gray when they lowered you down. Not a soul spoke, not a choir sound, just me, the wind, and boots on clay, and a heart that broke in a quiet way. I didn't bring roses from no store, didn't dress up or stand by more, just wore the flannel you loved to mend and held that scarf you knit back then. I laid a scarf on your grave, not a wreath, not a name engraved, just wool and thread from your own hand, tied with love I still can't stand. The cold crept in, but I just stayed, whispering, God, please let her fade, soft and warm, not sharp and brave. So I laid a scarf on her grave. They offered prayers, but I declined, said she already knew God just fine. I traced her name in dirt below, where snow will fall and time will go, but winter can't freeze what we had, though it chills this cowboy bad. You kept me warm through every ride, now it's my turn to guard your side. I laid a scarf on your grave with trembling hands and love that stayed. It smelled of smoke and you and spring and every small forgotten thing. They say men don't cry, men don't break, but Lord, even iron learns to shake when love digs deep and won't behave. So I left that scarf on your grave.
You once said, if I go first, don't bring lilies, just something real. So I did. I brought you us.
I laid a scarf on your grave, no song to sing, no soul to save, just you and I like always been, one last touch before the end. And when they ask what lovers gave, I'll say I brought no rose, but a scarf for her grave.
In the gray dawn where the oak trees whisper, found a scarf you left on the old porch swing. Ghosts of laughter in the chilly air linger as the cold morning listen to my heart sing. Every creaking board a story of footfalls, you dancing barefoot, soft smiles and rainfall. Oh, cold morning heard my silent weeping as the sun hid behind clouds, ashamed to rise. Your memory's a secret I'm keeping in the land where the lonely heart flies, riding trails of shadows, my sorrow unbidden, where the echoes of you and the wild winds hide. Now the town sleeps under veils of silence, gravel roads where the scars of our rides. The old cabin stands bare in defiance, but inside the emptiness a part of me died. The hearth cold, no fire to confess to, only dust motes dance where love once knew. A cold morning heard my silent weeping as the sun hid behind clouds, ashamed to rise. Your memory's a secret I'm keeping in the land where the lonely heart flies, riding trails of shadows, my sorrow unbidden, where the echoes of you and the wild winds hide. So I whisper to the breeze, tell her my fears under vast, unyielding, indifferent skies. She carries my words like forgotten years to where the horizon of your absence lies. Oh, cold morning heard my silent weeping, each teardrop caught in the beard of time. No more secrets, just the stars keeping watch over her cowboy's lonesome rhyme, riding trails that fade with the dying light. Cold morning listening took you from my side. In the shadow of the oak, where the wild horses drank, by the riverside, where our love first sank, your scarf it danced with the autumn breeze on that old porch swing. We were wild, we were free. A lonely fire sank with the sun in your eyes. It burns through the night where my lone heart lies. Gravel roads whisper your name under moonlit skies. Every trail fades, but the memory never dies. The cabin stands empty where laughter used to reign. Windows stare blank through the dust and the rain. Your saddle's untouched since you rode out at dawn, leaving echoes in hallways where our melodies were born. Lonely fire sank with the sun in your eyes. It burns through the night where my lone heart lies. Gravel roads whisper your name under moonlit skies. Every trail fades, but the memory never dies. Now I roam through the twilight under starlit cloaks, finding solace in the silence, blowing smoke through the oaks. These hills hold secrets in their folds. I confide my regrets sank with the sun in your eyes, each ember a tale of hello and goodbye. As the darkness draws near and the cold settles in, your memory's a ghost, skin to skin. I can't. Oh, lonely fire sank, and here I still lie on this endless trail under timeless night sky. In the shadow of the oak where our initials carved to stay, the wind still whispers softly through the leaves about that day. An old porch creaks, a screen door slams under skies forever gray. My love for you was written, but life had other tales to say. Oh, this letter lingers in my coat, the ink's begun to fade, like the echo of hoofbeats down old forgotten trails we made. Every word a scar upon my heart, every memory a blade. In the silence neath the stars I find the bed where I've been laid. The cabin's empty on the hill, your scarf tied on the frame. Dust dances with the shadows, recalls a whisper of your name. The rain that once we danced beneath now falls just like a claim on a heart that wanders lost through quiet towns that look the same. Oh, this letter lingers in my coat, the ink's begun to fade, like the echo of hoofbeats down old forgotten trails we made. Every word a scar upon my heart, every memory a blade. In the silence neath the stars I find the bed where I've been laid. With every sunset bleeding red, I feel you close again. I ride the line of light and dark where love and loss contend. An old saddle's my companion, where my dreams and demons blend, on gravel roads that lead me to beginnings without end. So this letter lingers in my coat, near a heart that won't persuade. The fading lines of love lost like tracks too shallow in the glade. Though I'm bound to roam forever in your memory, I'll wait till the dust and wind claim me too in the lands where we once lay. In the lands where we once lay, where the letter lingers still. There's an old flannel shirt in the bottom drawer, weathered and worn like the soul it wore. Through the whispering oaks near the creek it knew, beneath the vast restless skies of blue, I can still see her there, laughing wild and free in that sunset glow, forever etched in me. Flannel shirt whispers soft and low, they sing of a love lost long ago. Under wide western skies I roam apart, with the echoes of her laughter haunting my heart. Once we dreamed on a dusty gravel road, plans like the wildflowers round us so. But seasons turned from gold to gray, and that storm rolled in, took her far away. Now the porch swings empty, the cabin's cold, with only memories for me to hold. Flannel shirt whispers soft and low, they sing of a love lost long ago. Under wide western skies I roam apart, where the echoes of her laughter haunted my heart. I roam these hills like a shadow in the rain, each drop a syllable, spelling out her name. Maybe in the rustle of the leaves or the wind's sad song is where the heart of a wandering man belongs. Flannel shirt whispers an old refrain, echoing through the pines like a sweet soft pain. I'll ride these trails where the wild winds dart, with her whispers wrapped tight around my heart. Flannel shirt whispers never let me go, in the silence of the night they're the only love I know. I don't know, I know. Out by the old willow, where the creek sings to stones, I left my heart hanging on the post of her home. My boots on the porch, dusty, worn, and bereaved. They've seen miles untold, but it's here they watched me leave. Oh, those boots watch me leave through the dust and the dead leaves. Echoes of her laughter in the breeze. The horizon holds my dreams, but my soul, it just cleaves to the ghost of her whisper 'neath the old oak tree's eave. Town's just a shadow where our love used to dance. Now ain't nothing but the wind. Got a second chance. The saddle's worn thin like the scarf she gave me. Left it hanging on a nail in the shack by Dead Man's Leave. Yes, those boots watch me leave, past the chapel, past the grief. Sunset's bleeding like my heart in disbelief. Every gravel road whispers, every star's a deceit, telling tales of a love now just dust and a thief. There's a truth in the quiet when the prairie grass sways, in the songs of the night, in the old bygone days. If love is a land vast and wild and free, then I'm lost in its borders, where her memory's the key. Yet still those boots watch me leave, never once did they plead. Silent sentinels of a love, now a faded decree. And I wander these lands where my heart can't retreat, the love and the life that these boots watch me leave. So I'll walk on under skies vast and heat, where my boots silent still watch me grieve.
Under the boughs of an old oak tree, where we carved our names for eternity, a campfire crackles with tales it knows. In the glow our shadow forever grows. The scarf you left still dances with the breeze on the porch where time takes its ease. Those campfire echoes calling through the pines, sing a love lost in these heartbroken lines. Rustling leaves and a whispering wind bring back the sweet sin where we begin. My heart is a saddle, worn and thrown, riding these trails forever alone. Now the cabin stands empty and worn, windows dusty and the curtains torn. The gravel road that led to our front door, now just a path, don't lead me back no more. Rain taps the roof in rhythms of pain, every drop of memory, every storm a chain. Those campfire echoes calling through the pines, singing love lost in these heartbroken lines. Rustling leaves and a whispering wind bring back the sweet sin where we begin. My heart is a saddle, worn and thrown, riding these trails forever alone. So here I stand where the sunset bleeds, fading trails the only guide I need. These echoes fill the silence of my nights, under stars that once watched us so bright. What's left is a cowboy's lonesome plead, a soul that wanders but can't be free. Those campfire echoes haunt me still in the chill of night, against my will. Rustling leaves and a whispering wind, lost love's echo where my dreams have been. My heart is a saddle, weathered and worn, bound to the ghost of a love forlorn. Campfire echoes, campfire echoes, sing me to sleep where the lonely river flows. In the shadow of the bluff, where the old oak tree stands, I found a cracked frame in the palm of my hand, a whisper of a scar, faded red neath the sun, held the scent of wild jasmine, our days on the run. We rode through the towns just like outlaws at play.
That old porch was ours by the end of the day. Oh, the skies tell the tales of the lonesome and tried, and I roam through the echoes of her laugh that died. Like a ghost, she's in the winds that the prairie sends my way. In a cracked frame left behind is where my heart will stay. Time washed over the gravel where we once laid our claim. Dust settled on the saddle, ain't nothing feels the same. Quiet haunts the cabin where laughter danced through air. Now it's just the creaking wood and the solace of despair. I trace the fading trails where her boots kick the dust. Each sunset bleeds the color of the love we once discussed. Oh, the skies tell the tales of the lonesome and tried, and I roam through the echoes of her laugh that died. Like a ghost, she's in the winds that the prairie sends my way. In a cracked frame left behind is where my heart will stay. By the dying light I see it clear. All that's left is the rust and the tears. As the stars peer down like eyes that know my sin, I whisper to the night, can't hold what might have been. So here's to the silence where old memories hide, to the trails that I wander and the tears I've denied. May the winds carry softly the sorrow I've earned, in a cracked frame left behind with the bridges I've burned. Yes, in a cracked frame left behind is where my heart will stay. Forever wandering under skies of ash and gray. Out where the oak tree shadows stretch, neath the setting sun's fire sketch, there's a dusty trail that winds and haunts with the whispers of my love's soft taunts. We danced on gravel where the creek bends low, her laughter mingled with the river's flow. Oh, my heart, it rides these lonesome plains through whispering winds and unending rains. Each sunset bleeds like the scarf she wore, a memory fading but mine evermore. Those timeless roads where our dreams did dance leave trails of sorrow and lost romance. Cabin's empty, the porch swings alone, echoing footfalls, a ghost in the bone. Where wildflowers dared to claim the land, her gentle touch vanished from my hand. So I ride past with the dust, my shroud, among these haunts where love once bowed. Oh, my heart, it rides these lonesome plains through whispering winds and unending rains. Each sunset bleeds like the scarf she wore, a memory fading but mine evermore. Those timeless roads where dreams did dance leave trails of sorrow and lost romance. In the silence of the night I hear her call from the shadowed woods where old oaks sprawl. No tether holds nor time's harsh decree can steal the moment she shared with me. So I wander these roads under starry domes. A cowboy's heart finds no final home. The trails I ride with her memory fraught in timeless road haunts forever caught. Oh, my heart, it bleeds beneath each star, chasing a love always near yet far. Out by the ridge where the old oak stood, your laughter echoed, felt so good. Wild as the wind in the open plains, where we danced under storms, no rains. In that cabin where the door still creaks, I trace the echo of your retreat. Silent whispers in the dust, your scarf still holds the scent of our shared path. The rain tied down in the lines of my face, each drop of memory a silent trace. In this heart, the wild storms you calmed, now just ghost towns, love long gone. Gravel roads where our steps once fell, now just stories that the night winds tell. That old porch swing hangs quiet and warm, a testament to vows now torn. The sunset bleeds like the tears we knew when I held you close, swore we'd see it through. The trails we walk now overgrown, an empty saddle I ride alone. The rain tied down in the lines of my face, each drop of memory a silent trace. In this heart, the wild storms you calmed, now just ghost towns, love long gone. So I whisper to the stars above, questions of fate, the cost of love. Do the rivers hold the reasons why underneath this expansive aching sky? Rain tied down but my soul won't abide. In every storm it's your face I find. With every dawn I lose you anew, a lonesome cowboy bound to the blue. In the rain, your echo I chase, a memory of time, a forgotten place. Though I wander forever, I'm bound to the love we lost and the rain tied down. In the shadow of the oak where we once lay, the grass still whispers secrets of that day. Beneath the wide, unforgiving azure sky, I
Rusty porch swing creaks an old goodbye. Your scarf it danced a wild crimson weave, as silent as the wind watched me leave. The wind knows the weight of untold tales, carrying love lost in its lonesome gales, whistling through the hollows of this heart, where echoes of your laughter slowly part. I ride on under sunsets that deceive. Every mile the wind watched me leave. Now the trails blur where your laughter rang. Gravel roads washed out after the rain. That cabin stands empty by the ridge, windows staring out like ghosts adrift, saddle worn from all the years I grieved. In the silence, the wind watched me leave. The wind knows the weight of untold tales, carrying love lost in its lonesome gaze, whistling through the hollows of this heart, where echoes of your laughter slowly part. Through the dust, your phantom I perceive. There in the dust, the wind watched me leave. By the flicker of the campfire's glow, I see your face in the fire's ebb and flow. Soul set free, yet chained to past regret. The wind soft sigh, a tune I can't forget. So I'll wander, let these old boots weave, passing lands where only spirits grieve. Each setting sun dips in gold to deceive, and in its dying light the wind watches me. Yes, forevermore the wind watched me leave. Oh, how silently the wind watched me grieve.
Shadow of the oak tree where we carved our name so wild, there's an echo of laughter of a love unreconciled. On that old porch found the scarf you wore, now gray and frayed. It dances with the ghostly wind where our promises once lay. Goodbye let her close her eyes, then earth I turned to Christ. Whispers miss the wind-swept plains, saddle of my heart's remains. Every dusk bleeds into night where your shadow used to lie. Goodbye letter sealed with a sigh in a vast unending sky. Gravel roads whisper stories through the dust of my old boots. Every step a memory, each path a root of deeper roots. But time has swept the corners of the cabin where you smile. Rain has washed the trails where once our hearts ran free and wild. Goodbye letter closed her eyes, then Duvat turned to cries. Whispers midst the windswept plains, saddle of my heart's remains. Every dust bleeds into night where your shadow used to lie. Goodbye letter sealed with a sigh in the vast unending sky. Filled the air. Sunsets paint my solitude, a canvas dark and bare. Yet in the silence neath the stars your face in dreams appears, holding on to a ghost of love drowned within my silent tears. Goodbye letter closed her eyes, farewells under twilight skies. Every memory fades to gray on the trails I walk astray. In the heart of every night I find your eyes, my fading light. Goodbye letter, love untied with every lonesome starlit stride.
On Lonesome Hill, neath the whispering oak, where the sunset bleeds its crimson stroke, I etched our names in the bark so deep, a promise I swore I'd always keep. The wind carries dust of ancient tales over worn-out boots and forgotten trails, where we once danced just shadows now, cast by the branches' solemn bow. Lonesome Hill said nothing, but I heard it all. The silence of your absence at the twilight's call. Every leaf a whisper of the days gone by. Underneath the weeping willow, I still hear you sigh. Years drifted by like clouds on high, gravel roads and that old porch swing side. The cabin stands, but you're long gone, just echoes of our sweet dawn song. The scarf you left sways in the breeze like a soft goodbye amidst the trees. I walk these paths alone, unspoken, with only memories as my token. Lonesome Hill said nothing, but I felt the weight of love lost to time and the cruel hand of fate. Every stone and stir up, every fading trail marks the map of our story, now a lonesome tale. Oh, how the rain recalls your smile, washing over me, mile after lonesome mile. And in the quiet of the falling night, I find your warmth in the starlight's quiet light. Lonesome Hill says nothing, yet I hear your voice. In the rustling leaves I linger, I rejoice. Though you're a whisper on the hill's soft crest, in my heart's secluded cabin you forever rest. misses you too.
In the shadow of the oak tree's ancient arm, where the wildflowers whisper to the dawn, I saw her last, where the river kissed the farm. Her smile a fleeting summer's sweetest charm, but her eyes like dust chasing day shut the door on our love, turned my sky to gray. Her eyes shut the door, left a silence in the wind, echoes of footsteps where our dreams had been. The porch lights faded, no more shadows cast. Her eyes shut the door on the future, on the past. The saddles gathered dust, the cabin's cold and bare, gravel roads went lead me to nowhere. Each sunset bleeds into a lonesome hue. The trails we walked are fading just like the truth. In the town where laughter danced in her voice, now stands a quiet hollow, forgotten choice. Her eyes shut the door, left a silence in the wind, echoes of footsteps where our dreams had been. The porch lights faded, no more shadows cast. Her eyes shut the door on the future, on the past. Now the rain speaks soft on the old tin roof, a symphony for ghosts, a bitter truth. A scarf she left still smells like pine, a token of love lost, not left behind. Her eyes shut the door and the night steals in. I'm a shadow in the dust, a might have been. As the stars look down with indifferent light, her eyes shut the door, but my heart holds tight. Her eyes shut the door, I'm lost yet wrong. Her eyes shut the door on this heart, her home.
Out where the oak tree marks the bend, under the shadow of the sunset's end, Rye closed her eyes in the summer's heat. Her laughter echoed bittersweet. Wooden porch creek with tales untold, scarlet scarves and hearts of gold. The wind whispered through the grains, singing softly of our old refrains. Rye closed her eyes, the world stood still, lost in the silence the evening would fill. Lone star hanging in a twilight sky, memories linger where they never die. Now the cabin's empty, the door swings free. The path overgrown just goes to me, where wildflowers dared to claim the land, her absence carved by time's own hand. Gravel roads where we once rode, now just dusty tracks our stories erode. The saddle hangs untouched by time. In the quiet I hear our last goodbye. Right close her eyes, the world stood still, lost in the silence the evening would fill. Lone star hanging in a twilight sky, memories linger where they never die. As the river bends, so did our fate. Under the oak tree I contemplate every whisper of the pine and spruce. They sang of riot and her truce. Right close her eyes, no words to say. In the hues of the dusk I find my way. Through the tears, through the years so right, and every sunset right closed her eyes. Her spirit's free, yet here I lie, bound forever as right closed her eyes. In the shadow of the mesa, where the oak trees used to stand, I met her 'neath that heaven, her scarf held in my hand. Golden sun was our witness, painted long shadows thin. We carved our names on old porch wood, swore love through thick and thin. Morning sky walked away, left the dusk with a sigh. Echoes of her laughter in the rustle of dry rye. Those promises like gravel roads, winding lost and frayed. Now I sing to the stars about the love that strayed. Years swept like river currents, towns grew quiet and strange. Her whispers turned to wind gusts, and our cabin fell to age. Where once her warmth filled every room, now dust settles so gray. The trails we walked are overgrown as love slips silent away. Morning sky walked away, left the dusk with a sigh. Echoes of her laughter in the rustle of dry rye. Those promises like gravel roads, winding lost and frayed. Now I sing to the stars about the love that strayed. So here's to the ride and the roam and the days on the drift. Every sunset's a closing door, every dawn might have been in the stir of the leaves. In the moan of the old porch swing finds a heart that's still yearning for what the seasons bring. Morning sky walked away,
years tumble by, letting go, letting be. But in her eyes I still wait, with the sun sinking low as the memories fade. Yes, I'm singing to the stars about the love that strayed, as the morning sky walked and forever it stayed.
On the back roads where the oak trees guard the secrets, where our names were etched in bark now blurred by years, there's a whisper in the wind like mournful lyrics, spun by dust and sunset, wrapped in old frontiers. An empty cabin holds the laughter we left hanging. Faded curtains dance to tunes of yesterday. Every gravel path we walk now seems so straining, since the winds of time have blown your scent away. Back road whispers calling through the twilight. My heart rides every trail we used to roam, with the loneliness of stars in the deep night. Those silent roads forever now my home. The porch still creaks under my worn out boots tread, remnants of the rain like tears the wood has caught. This saddle here where once your scarf had laid its head now just holds the weight of dreams that time forgot. A town that once thrummed with our laughter now just echoes, rooms filled with the ghost of your tender fleeting touch. In the solitude of dawn my heart still reckons with the emptiness no new love can unclutch. Back road whispers calling through the twilight. My heart rides every trail we used to roam, with the loneliness of stars in the deep night. Those silent roads forever now my home. So I'll saddle up though the north wind feels much colder, ride the shadow trails where our memories lay thick. Each hoofbeat drums a beat upon my shoulder of every whispered promise we couldn't stick. Back road whispers now my soul companions, echoes of a love that's drifting like the foam beneath the vast unyielding starlit canyons. I ride the whispering roads forever home. They say in time even cowboys find their In the shadow of an oak where the wildflowers lie, first saw her laughing under sapphire skies. Her hair danced with the wind, that old porch swing. Memories like dust on my worn out jeans. The sun dipped low, in her eyes aglow, set the world ablaze. Dreams only we know. The swing closed her eyes, now the stars don't shine. Empty trails, her whispers cling to pines. Every sunset bleeds the colors she once drew. In this heart, her absence whispers through. Years flew like the leaves in the autumn air. That swing grew old, the oak stood bare. The cabin's quiet where laughter once played, only echoes of footsteps that slowly fade. Where once was a fire, now lies cold ash. Her scarf in my hands, under heaven's vast. The swing closed her eyes, now the stars don't shine. Empty trails, her whispers cling to pines. And every sunset bleeds the colors she once drew. In this heart, her absence whispers through. On this gravel road where our dreams once roamed, I wander with the ghost in silence alone. The prairie sings a lonesome, heartfelt tune under the same old moon she loved in June. The swing closed her eyes, now the stars don't shine. Empty trails, her whispers cling to pines. As the night seals the edges of the lonely sky, my soul knows some echoes never die. So here I roam where memories and winds collide. The swing closed her eyes and part of me died in the twilight haze. Her laughter softly fades on this endless road.